Significant Scenes offers art workshops for people in vulnerable life moments. We offer these online and when allowed in person. We work in partnership whenever possible and try to keep our sessions free or very accessible. Nobody likes a hefty price tag when already feeling vulnerable. Our workshops are designed to inspire and encourage experimentation. Our workshops are delivered by professional artists and people with lived experience of mental health challenges and other vulnerabilities. Our sessions incorporate varied artistic activities and lots of natural inspiration.
Seeing that title and then reading about that course, I thought, well, that's going to give me a new perspective to my walks. And it even says in the thing advertising it will enhance your lockdown experience. And it is, because even though I've got to go on the same walks, I'm just taking more time and looking at things. And it's given me a different interest, really like engaging with all the senses and everything, looking at things in different ways every time.
There's this wonderful communal sense of, doing something together. And also I thought it was great because I'm a bit of a butterfly and I jitter around all over the place. And I thought it was fantastic to have this hour where I just committed to doing one thing. I mean, it might have been every week something different, but just that hour to sit down and commit to that one thing and do it quietly. It's wonderfully meditative and calming.
The ideas are brought so kindly, respectfully, with a lovely kind of energy that I really do feel in my being the possibilities of creative practices moving in different directions. In relation to that, I'm working with collage, and I've been doing things I never dreamed a month ago I would have actually be doing. And I'm terribly pleased with them. I'm using cut out words, I'm using paint, I'm tearing magazines. I did one that aesthetically, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with it, but one that I'm really pleased with. When the vaccine appointments were sent out in the post, one of the pages was the words of the invitation were in 26 different languages, from Urdu to Polish to whatever. And I've made a sort of landscape with a river with all the words cut out of the different languages. And I'm terribly pleased with it. It's a moment of pandemic, and then there's mountains in the background with polio, HIV, Ebola sort of way in the distance, but this river of the vaccinations coming in. And I find it deeply inspirational. I find the classes full of possibilities, and the fragments that we see of Sarah's work or of Melinda's work, they just anchor concretely at little moments within that hour that we're together, the way that some other people have, run with the ideas into their own explorations. And there's an ambiance that is created in it where I sort of feel after the classes, I can do anything and it's fine.
I made them for my husband. They're his favourite football team colours. These are Bernie socks, but West Ham colours. It was very much about the process of doing. Sometimes it's nice to be involved in something where it's the actual doing that's important. It had such a great structure that you knew the facilitators were going to start talking at the beginning, and there was no pressure to talk if you didn't want to. It's accessible to someone who might not have ever done any craft before. For that moment, you are involved in an activity, and it's the involvement and the engagement and the focus on what you're doing at the present time that's important. I really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna look at what significant teams are doing and how can we have more for more people.